Hello friends, today is day 9 of our 30-day declutter and we're going to be getting into the junk drawer. I've shared this before, but in my life I need a junk drawer. Now I have one drawer that I allow myself to put things into if I don't know what it is or where it goes. And then I come back to this drawer every so often and I do a final call on what's in there. Today we're going to be doing that, but first, this right here is my organized junk drawer, or for a lack of a better word, I'm not sure what to call it, but I call it my organized junk drawer. I keep things in here that we need and we use quite often, but yet they don't relate to each other, and they also don't have another place to call home, so I go ahead and I put them in here. Now, I'm going to take out the things that don't belong in here, and then I'm going to put stuff back into their spots. So tell me, do you have a junk drawer? Do you have an organized junk drawer? Or are you like me and you have both? Since we started doing this declutter challenge the last 9 days, and I've been posting here every single day, I have gotten a lot of new subscribers, and I just want to welcome y'all here. I just hit 3,000 subscribers, and you know, I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, so I know that many of my YouTube friends have surpassed this long ago. Y'all know my sweet friend, Robin Lane Lowe, and no, we're not related, but we are good friends. She just hit 6,000. And then my other dear friend, Jenny of Cleaning Therapy, she's up in numbers now. I'm not sure where she's at, but she's way high. And then Ashley Phelps, she's formerly Busy Little Blondies. She's just under 5,000 now. So, you know, I'm really, really happy for them, and they really are dear friends of mine. And, you know, I could sit back and I could whine, and actually I've caught myself doing that, but I always go back to remembering my prayers. So when I started this channel in March of 2020, my heart was to encourage women to reclaim the peace in their lives. And we were all in such a scary place in the world, and I just wanted to share advice. In the many chapters of my life, I was on a rocky ship. I had no control of the motion of the waves, but I found that I could create peace for myself and my children by setting up routines to clean and maintain a tidy home. And I learned to declutter and organize, and I also learned to practice self-care. Many of you know that I have an anxiety and panic disorder. I talk about it quite often on here, and I also talk about it over on Instagram. But what you don't know is I also have PTSD. I've been through a traumatic event in my life that I have talked about a little bit on here and more over on Instagram. But I have found that to help with these anxieties and panic, I have to practice self-care. And a lot of my self-care comes with having a clean and tidy home. I'm not talking about a perfect home, and certainly not a Pinterest perfect home. I'm talking about just a clean and tidy home that I can feel comfortable in and that I feel comfortable having my family in. I would never promote perfection. Even yesterday when I was cleaning out that freezer, you could see that I have areas in my home that are not perfect. They're not even the least bit perfect. That was a disaster area, and it was embarrassing for me to show. However, it is reality, and I don't want to give the impression that you need to be perfect. I have younger mothers on my channel, as well as I have 3 daughters, and I want them to be encouraged by what they see and hear on my channel, and not discouraged because they don't think that they can measure up to perfection. So when I started this channel, I prayed that God would bring women who needed to hear what I had a passion to talk about. And I believe that all 3,000 of you are not here because I said anything fancy, or I did anything fancy, or I showed anything fancy, but you're here because God gave me a skill that sustained me when life was hard. Okay, so this right here is my junk drawer. I do keep these little SCENTSYs here because I had a SCENTSY pot that was in here. If you remember, there was one right here on my kitchen counter. But now I've relocated that, so I'm going to relocate the SCENTSYs. But the 2 containers in the back are full of things that are would be considered junk. But I'm going to go through it and I'm going to categorize it, and then I'm going to take out the things that don't belong in here, and I'm going to throw out the things that I've been holding on to and we don't know what it is or where it goes, and obviously nobody's come in here to get it, so I'm going to go ahead and throw it out. So let's get in here and get this cleaned up. I'm going to keep those screws right there because I need them to put the drawer pulls on my cabinets. The drawer pulls do come with a screw. However, it's not long enough for these cabinets. So I went ahead and I bought these universal screws. And these are pretty cool because you can break off the tip for however long you need your screw head to be. So anyways, I'm going to keep those there because we still have some other drawers around the house that we need to put the new drawer pulls on. And I'm going to leave the coins there until I can find a better place to put coins. Do you hold on to coins? I used to hold on to coins. I used to have a big bucket that I used to keep coins in, but now people really don't have a lot of coins. So I need to figure out a new place to put coins. Alright, so this is everything that I got out of the 2 drawers. I'm going to go ahead and see what I'm going to keep, and I'm going to put back the things that belong in different places, and I'm going to throw away everything else that we don't need. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, would you please give me a big thumbs up? It lets YouTube know that you think that I'm doing a good job. And if you haven't already subscribed, I hope that you'll click that red subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you get reminded every time I post a new video. I would love to have you follow along for the 30-day declutter challenge and beyond. And to my longtime subscribers that I talk to down in the comments and over on Instagram, could I ask a favor of you and ask that you would please say a prayer for my channel, that God would continue to have his hand on it, and that he would bring women in who need the encouragement. Okay, I'll see you again in tomorrow's video. Until then, stay blessed, my friends.